Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. This is my report for today. It's all about propaganda movement and La Solidaridad. What is propaganda movement? Propaganda movement was the first Filipino nationalist movement led by Filipino students in Europe, Filipino elites, upper-class Filipinos, and immigrants liberals exiled in 1872. That was inspired by the proto-nationalist activism or figures such as Jose Burgos and by his execution at the hands of colonial authorities. The movement strove to awaken the sleeping intellect of the Spaniard to the needs of our country and to create a closer, more equal association of islands and the motherland. So, what is propaganda movement? Propaganda movement, it is a set of communication action, truth books, leaflets, and newspaper articles by a group of Filipinos who called for political reforms, just like the prehistoric era. So, ang proto-nationalist daw is belief that nation will benefit from acting independently rather than collectively emphasizing national rather than international goal. The belief that a particular cultural or ethnic group constitutes a distinct people deserving of political self-determination. Self-determination means believing you can control your own destiny. What was propaganda movement stand for? Propaganda movement, reform and national consciousness movement that arose among young Filipino interpreted in the late 19th century, although its adherents expressed loyalty to the Spanish colonial government. Spanish authorities harshly expressed the movement and execute its most prominent member, Jose Rizal. So, what was the propaganda stand for? Read the sentence first. Propaganda stands for dissemination of information. False arguments, rumors, half-truths, or lies to influence public opinion. Dissemination of information means spreading the act of information. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. My name is Hanin Jane Baga at ang i-report ko ay about La Solidaridad. So, what is La Solidaridad? La Solidaridad was the name of an association of Filipino illustrators in Spain na naghahangad na magkaroon ng representasyon ang Pilipinas. It also became the name of the official newspaper of the association that was established on 13 December 1888. Further to help achieve its goals, the propaganda movement put up its own newspaper called La Solidaridad. The Soli, as the reformists fondly called their official organ, came out once every 2 weeks. The first issue, so print, was published noong November 15, 1895. The Solidaridad's first editor was Graciano Lopez China, or Hina. Marcelo H. Del Pilar took over in October 1889. Del Pilar managed the Soli until its stopped publication due to lack of funds. In 1896, both Del Pilar and Lopez in Barcelona, worn down by poverty and disappointment, an attempt was made to re-establish the Liga Filipina. But the national movement had become split between Ilustrado, advocates of reform and peaceful revolution, Libyan constituency that wanted revolution and national independence. So the next is the prominent people who established the propaganda movement and La Solidaridad. Jose Rizal. Jose Rizal is an ophthalmologist by profession. Rizal became a writer and a key member of the Filipino propaganda movement, which advocated political reforms for the colony under Spain. He was the author of the novel Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, and a number of poems and essays. Next is Graciano Lopez Hina. Was known to publish a number of literary works that challenged the status quo. One of his most popular works include the La Solidaridad, which was a newspaper that played a very significant part in the propaganda movement that helped lead to the Philippine Revolution. The next lesson is Mariano Ponce. Was a Philippine revolutionary propagandist and satirist. He tried to marshal the nationalist sentiment of the enlightened Filipino ilustrados and bourgeoisie against Spanish imperialism. In 1888, fleeing from clerical persecution, Del Pilar went to Spain, leaving his family behind. So the last one is, why did La Solidaridad fail? The propaganda movement did not succeed in its pursuit of reforms. The colonial government did not agree to any of its demands. So Spain itself was undergoing a lot of internal problems all the time, which could explain why the mother country failed to heed the Filipino petitions. The friars, on the other hand, were at the height of their power and displayed even more arrogance in flaunting their influence. They had neither the time nor the desire to listen to the voice of the people. So that's the reason why La Solidaridad failed. And that's all. Thank you.